Hello, and welcome to Channel -4 Science Global News. I'm Ryan Jeggins, and today's top stories: air pollution, how it's linked with climate change, and how we can come together and stop it. And following that, the destruction of coral reefs. What does it mean for us, and how can we slow down the effects? Finally, increased weather patterns. What does this mean for us and the environment? Now, I'm going to hand it over to you, Brian, to talk about air pollution.
Thank you, Ryan. Today I am at the Woodson Co. factory to show you the pollution that factories emit into the atmosphere. Many people may not know this, but climate change and air pollution are closely related. The fossil fuels burned inside this factory, and many others like it, release carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases. As we all know, greenhouse gases cause pollution. But what many people do not know is that this pollution can contribute to global warming. These greenhouse gases pollute the air as well as trap heat inside Earth's atmosphere, which could heat the Earth enough to make it uninhabitable. I'm here with factory worker Taran Barbti for his thoughts on this subject.
Honestly, I think that this factory does more good than it does harm.
Why is that?
Well, for one, it makes products people need such as socks, shoes, and other clothing, and the factory also provides jobs for these hard-working Americans.
Do you realize how much this factory pollutes the air and how much greenhouse gases it releases?
What do them greenhouse gases ever matter for?
These greenhouse gases keep Earth just warm and moist enough. But if there is too much greenhouse gases, the Earth gets too hot and we all can die.
Well, that won't happen in my lifetime, so I have no worries.
Actually, studies show that if we keep polluting the environment at the same rate we are now, it could happen in your lifetime. But that's all the time we have for this subject. Back to you, Ryan.
And now here is a lack of a transition. Hashtag blame you know who.
Thanks, Ryan. I'm here at the beaches of the Philippines to show you the dying coral reefs in the area. You can see that these are some of the few good coral reefs in the area. In fact, only 5% of coral reefs are told to be in this good of a condition in the Philippines. Coral reefs can take up only 0.2% of the ocean, and they can only live in very clean water, like we are in this right now. With many coral, a sign of destruction is the coral will appear white. This is caused by ocean temperatures rising. Other ways coral is destroyed is by... Where are you?
Die, fish, die!
What are you doing?
I'm fishing!
That's quite a destructive way to fish. Do you realize that you're destroying nearby coral?
Who cares? YOLO swag!
As I was saying, coral can be destroyed by destructive fishing and overfishing. The overfishing causes an increase in predators that eat coral, but the big question is, how can we stop this? Simply by not polluting the air, because then ocean levels will not rise. We also need to be careful of the way we fish. Without coral reefs, fish will not have homes and they will die off. Well, I'm handing this to Ryan to transition to our weather.
Very interesting, Gerald. It seems that coral reefs are important to conserve. And for our last report of today's broadcast, we are looking at reporter William to talk about our increased weather.
Thank you, Ryan. Due to the increase in temperature, the weather has also been affected by climate change. As many people are starting to realize that the days are getting warmer and the weather is getting more extreme. One of the biggest increases of extreme weather that we have seen is in tornadoes. More tornadoes today are causing billions of dollars in damage and are EF3 and up. One of the main reasons that the increase in extreme tornadoes is because of the warmer days in the summer and spring. Causes when the sun sets down, it gets colder at night, so the rapid temperature change causes a change in the atmosphere, which and then can cause extreme weather.
William, get in.
Well, as Gerald said, that's it for
Global
today.
warming isn't real!
Have a good night, America, and stay tuned for more science here on Channel -4 Global Science News. Security!
William, get in.
Thank you, Ryan. Due to the increase in temperature, the weather has also been affected by climate change, as many people are starting to realize that the days are getting warmer and the weather is getting more extreme. One of the biggest increases of extreme weather is that we have seen is in tornadoes. More tornadoes today are causing billions of dollars in damage, and the types of tornadoes that we're seeing are ESI.